This is Zach with LessLawn, and today we're discussing key considerations for a grass-free backyard or a very limited amount of grass for your dog or any pet really, but mostly for dogs. So the first consideration is just choosing the right materials. You can use artificial turf, mulch, pea gravel, rubber mats, or any sort of kind of synthetic or astroturf type of material. They're easy to clean, non-toxic, and they are safe for your pets. Some considerations is just if you have a very active dog that maybe likes to dig, I'd stay away from pea gravel or something like that you'll have to consistently fill in. But most of these surfaces will work just fine. The other key consideration is maybe around heat with whatever sort of material you use. So you don't want to get maybe a black rubber surface if you're somewhere where it gets really hot. But generally, most materials are going to be safe. Whatever you do end up choosing, just make sure to double check that it is indeed non-toxic. There's some substances like cocoa mulch, which could be harmful for dogs if ingested. Again, it's really hard to mess this up. I think use common sense and you'll probably be just fine. One of the next considerations is to provide plenty of shade and water for your dog. Again, this is going to vary based on where your climate is. We're based in Colorado, so it can get really hot in the summer and obviously really cold in the winter. So again, pretty straightforward, but make sure that you're considering some sort of shade structure or something really as simple as a doghouse. We just want to make sure that our pets will be sheltered from any sort of severe weather. And then another consideration is going to make sure that your yard's escape proof. I think this is really, really important, and it's a key safety factor, right? We don't want our dogs escaping out into the street, escaping into local neighborhoods, getting in fights with other dogs, other people. So just really think about your security structure. We've seen fences done really well. It doesn't have to be an ugly chain link fence. You can do really nice fencing that works well for dogs and really enhances your yard versus takes away. You don't need to sacrifice your yard because you've got a pet. And then one final consideration is when you're selecting plants, I would go for hardier varieties, right? And I would think about how you're laying out those plants. Is there enough area for your dog truly to run around? Where's your dog going to go to the bathroom? So as you're thinking about the design for your yard, consider it from the perspective of a pet, right? At our house, we have a dog run around the perimeter of the yard. That gives dogs or our pets a great place to go to the bathroom. It also gives them space to kind of maneuver around the yard without going through some of the features of the yard that we would prefer them not to. So if you have pets and they're really hyper, maybe you avoid flower beds right in an area where your dogs might have high traffic, right? So again, common sense, but I think the key theme here is think about how you're designing your yard from the perspective of a pet. And again, if you follow these key considerations, I think you're well on your way to a grass-free yard that's going to be very friendly for your pets. And it's going to make us happy too, because hopefully it's going to have less lawn. And our mission is, of course, a world with less lawn. So thank you very much. Read the article. There's a lot more information there. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Thanks.